I hope your day is full of rigatoni and tortellini and linguine and ravioli and stuffed shells, motherfuckers. What's up? It's Wednesday. Ciao. That's Italian. And it's an Italian episode. I mean, it's just an Italian intro. We have an amazing episode of Shank for you this week with the one, the only Ali Kolbert. But before we get into this week's episode with Ali, there's just a few things I want to tell you about. First, I will be at the West Side Comedy Theater this Thursday. That's right, this Thursday, September 14th at 8 p.m. It's going to be fun. Come out. I'll probably also be at the Comedy Store this weekend. You can follow me at Princess Shank to find out exactly where I'm going to be. At the end of September, I am coming to Skankfest. That's right. I'll be in Vegas September 28th through August 1st. And just added, I will be at Lyric Hyperion with Ali on September 24th. All right. So before we get into this week's episode of Shank with Ali, there's just a few things I want to tell you about. First, look down at your feet right now. Are you wearing socks? If you're not, ask yourself why, you dirty little pig. It's essential. Socks protect your most valuable assets, your toes. Cover them up, but do it in a stylish way. Whether you're into aliens or pizza or Dungeons and Dragons, there's a pair of socks for you. Shop, oh yeah, that's 3 O's, HYEAH.com, discount code Sarah10. Make sure to subscribe to the Patreon and also subscribe to this podcast. And let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Ali Kolbert. Everyone, here it is. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only comedian, Ali Kolbert.
Ali Kolbert.
Ali Kolbert. Did I fuck it up?
It's actually like
was
it's
it the way
fine.
that I said it?
It's
I made
just
it like two
I think
syllables?
you've just been obsessing about it. So like it's like the putting the it's like putting the inflection on the. You're like, what did you say again?
Colbert. I don't know.
Colbert.
It's not coming out naturally.
It doesn't matter.
It's not coming out naturally, like at all.
That's fine. Then
okay.
It's not. We'll just let it be.
Okay, so I don't really know anything about you.
Okay.
Besides that, you're really funny.
Thank you.
Because I saw all your clips online, and I was like, this bitch is funny. I need to get her on the pod and see what's going on with her.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm here to get to the bottom of what's going on with you, Ali.
Oh, okay. There's so much going on with me.
Well, did you start in New York?
I started comedy, not my life. Actually, both started in New York, believe it or not. I was born in Manhattan. And I also started doing comedy when I was 17 in New York.
Okay.
I went to NYU, and my freshman year, I was like, I'm going to start doing comedy. And I took this comedy class at Caroline's on Broadway. And then I started doing open mics. And so, yeah. And then I was in New York for 10 years.
And did you like being in New York for 10 years?
Yeah, I love New York. I mean, when I was in it, I loved it. And I thought, it's just like a relationship you look back on, you're like, I thought that's what love was.
Yeah. I have like 20 of those.
That's kind of how I felt about New York, because it felt like so alive, and there were so many opportunities, and like there's like a pacing to New York that feels so good. All of these are original, unique thoughts. No one else has ever said them. But then when I live here, there's a level of peace here that feels better. I don't know. You have more space. I think the quality of life is better. And if I return to New York, I find it to be like quite assaulting.
It's like anxiety producing.
It's anxiety. It's like a fucking cold brew trash city.
Yeah. And if you sit down, I'm like afraid to sit down because someone will just like walk right on top of you.
Oh yeah. They'll sit on top of you. They'll jerk off on top of you. They'll take a shit on you. And you're like,
you.
what are you doing? And they're like, I can do whatever I want on my train.
It's New York.
Yeah. It's lawless.
Okay. So you were saying you have a type.
Well, before this, when we were talking. Because you were asking me if I liked this other girl because she's also a lesbian, and I explained to you that that's homophobic.
Yes. So right before we started the pod, I got called a homophobe.
Yeah, and that's how I start every pod.
She likes to even the playing field.
I was like, I'm so happy to do it. You're a bigot, by the way. But it is a funny thing that happens when you're gay, that if there's another gay person, everyone makes the assumption, how about that? The two of you wanna... And it's like, well, no, we're also kind of fully dimensional human beings, and we have types and we have preferences. And we're not going to talk about this particular person, but I tend to go for very feminine, sort of unavailable, straight cheerleaders.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm like truly reliving my high school trauma just every day.
Like blondes?
Yeah, like unfortunately blondes. Like I used
When you said that, stereotypical cheerleader popped in my head, and guess what? She's blonde.
I used to love brunettes, and now I'm in love with blondes.
Blondes?
Blonde. It just can't get
It's
blonde
so
enough. I'm going
90s
to
of
Sweden.
you. No,
I
you're
know.
not.
I'm like blonde. Like I didn't used to like blondes, and now I'm just like, it's true.
Are you
Blondes
really
more
going
fun.
to Sweden?
No, I'm not at all.
You said it, and I was like, yeah, she's going to Sweden.
I
to
just
find some Swedish pussy.
I don't know why. I just like blondes. I used to always think brunettes were like more intelligent, and I thought brunettes were like this. It was like a sexy brunette. Like you marry a brunette. The blondes are kind of fun. And now I'm like, no, I'm gonna like hitch my wagon to a blonde.
Really?
Yeah, I just like them.
What do you do if you're dating a blonde and one day she dyes her hair? You leave her.
break up.
You leave her
We break up.
for a new blonde.
Blondes don't like. Let's think about like Rachel McAdams, for instance. Like,
Okay.
she, famously can kind of pull off any hair color.
Right.
Let's show photos of Rachel McAdams. I'm running the show.
True.
But I do think that she looks particularly good as a blonde. Don't you?
Yes.
And I just think that suits her. Like, I think she's better as a blonde.
She is better as a blonde.
She's better as a blonde. And I don't think I would be better as a blonde. I don't think everyone would be better as a blonde, but I think she's better as a blonde, and I think my wife is going to be blonde.
You think your wife's going to be blonde?
Yeah.
Okay, so it hasn't always been blondes. But
No, I've always dated brunettes, and now I'm starting to date blondes.
did you ever date guys? Or
Yeah. Yes.
No? How is that?
I did my time.
How much time?
I did. So I started dating guys. I never understand this like kind of gold star lesbian thing where they're like, I always was gay, so I always dated women. I never dated a guy. For me, I like felt that I was gay, but I was like, I'm not gonna not try the bestseller.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I have to at least give it a shot.
I have to at least read a few pages.
Yeah, like it's like, what do we talk? Everyone says this is what you do. Let me at least do it to see if I like it. And I started dating. So I lost my virginity to a guy. I dated guys throughout college. I had a boyfriend, and then I always, a bunch of things happened. One is that I was always like, I think it manifested itself as like, first of all, I was not satisfied with the sex. Like, I would like sex, but I was not like into it. I was like, I don't feel like alive and awake during this. Mm-hmm. And then I also always showed up in straight relationships with men where I was like trying to like do something psychosexually. And I was like, just, I think reaching for.
Like what?
No, I was just like, we should have a threesome. We should have like different sex. We should be open. Like it was just because I was like not
Satisfied.
And I was not totally aligned on who I am and what I want. And I still have similarly, like I fall on a more of like sexually explorative place. Like I know some people are like vanilla. And I'm not saying I'm like a BDSM like psycho, but I just don't feel satisfied in a relationship that's like super like hetero limiting and like.
Right.
You know.
You're like missionary belly to belly.
I don't know, but I also don't. But I also don't like men, so
Right.
But some of them, they're so talented and they're so rich that I'm like, oh, I should sleep with them. But then I sleep with them and I'm like, this is not what I want. It doesn't feel good.
You've slept with a few talented rich ones just to double check.
Yeah, I mean, because I'll find myself in moments like drawn to a guy where I'm like, he's good looking and he's like feels powerful and like men feel like safe and like that's sexy. But then I'm just like, I just want to be with a woman. And then I'm like, you're gay.
Right. So when was the first time you were with a woman?
The first time I was with a woman, I had like, I did like these, like I made out with women and stuff in high school and probably even in like middle school, I was like kissing girls, but I had this like closeted relationship with my best friend in high school. She had a boyfriend and we were totally like in love with each other. And that was awful.
That sounds awful.
It was brutal. It was like really, really painful. And I was crazy about her. I was like, but it was also like fantasy. I wasn't actually with her and I was just imagining things and I had never been out and really was even saying that to myself. And then in college, when I stopped seeing that guy, I started experimenting with women, but it was still like kind of behind closed doors until I had my first girlfriend, which is when I was probably like about to graduate. You know, are you straight or bisexual or what?
I'm like bi-ish.
What is that?
I don't know. I thought I was straight, and then I went to a strip club, and I was like, maybe I'm gay.
I think so many women feel that way.
I left the strip club being like, I'm in love with this stripper.
Yeah.
I will lease a car for her. I'll get her a house.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I'm an abundant queen. I'll figure it out for my stripper girl.
Yeah.
And then like,
You're like, you need a down payment?
I was like, what do you need, babe?
Right. So why were you at the strip club?
For fun. In Texas
With
a bunch of comics. They're like, we're gonna go to the strip club, and we're like, okay, let's go. So we took a limo to the strip club.
Fun.
And then like Kim and I were there, and we're both like, I think we're gay, like for sure. The whole time we were there,
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
it was a head fuck.
It will scramble you.
You're like, I'm like, wait, am I gay or are women just beautiful? Like, what's happening?
It both can be true, and also you could kind of feel like you want to explore, and women are just beautiful.
Yeah.
Just tell me, are you in a relationship with a man?
No, but I'm like kind of dating somebody.
Okay, and have you hooked up with a woman?
No.
Okay,
I've
we'll
only
do it
made
after
out
the
with
show.
a woman. I've only made out with a woman.
And what was that like?
I liked it, but it was a while ago.
Well, how did that come about?
It was like this girl that I had a crush on because one of my best friends was gay, and she had this girlfriend who was like also a lesbian, and they were like, we're going to a lesbian bar. This was my 20s, and I thought she was hot because she looked kind of like a boy, like she had like a rocker boy vibe.
Yeah.
and I liked that.
Yeah, I get that.
And then we made out, and then
She initiates that.
Yeah.
And are all the feelings? What's going on?
And then we made out, and then we passed out in bed next to each other. Nothing else happened.
Did she ever call you?
No.
Did she get your number?
No, she's gay. She's like in a relationship. I feel like I was like too on the fence gay.
You kind of sound like Ali Makovsky. Does anyone ever tell you that?
Does anyone? No.
No, I think so.
Really?
I could see that though.
You do sound like her.
I could see that.
So, sorry, she's gay, so she didn't text you?
I don't know. We just made out and that was it.
Okay, but you weren't like, I want more.
No.
Okay. And when was the strip club experience?
This year.
Okay, are you going to do something about this?
I don't know.
I'm-
I'm scared of a pussy.
Listen to me. I get it. But like, this is my mission. Like, I feel like I'm a missionary for being gay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like coming to all these straight women's houses, and I'm like, just do it, try it. You'll join the church. You'll love it. You'll feel supported. It'll be great. Like, it also just blows my mind how many women that are straight identifying or bi-ish identifying have this like whisper in them. It drives me nuts that they don't explore. But I'm just projecting that I would feel limited by that.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I'm in love with this stripper, and then she was finessing me left and right, Ali.
What
she
does
was
that
like,
mean?
I'm coming to your comedy show. I'm like, I'll get you on the guest list, babe.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't come.
Oh,
One
didn't
time she
come?
comes to my show, she brings her boyfriend, and I was like, no,
Oh, she brought her boyfriend.
was not feeling it.
So here's what happens.
Yeah.
Here's what happens when they bring the boyfriend.
Yeah, okay.
They're nervous. She knows. She knows you like her.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't like her anymore.
Okay.
Because she's like a stripper that was finessing me left and right.
I get it. Let's talk about the stripper as an allegory, though.
Okay.
I see a lot of straight women that like use the boyfriend or the partner as like the initial kind of like they like
Weigh in.
crutch their way in with their
Like, let's
boyfriend.
have a threesome.
And then they're like, get the fuck out of here, Greg.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, but it's intimidating. Like what you said, you're scared of pussy. But also, just so you know, you have one.
No, I know.
So what
But
is
it's
so scary?
mine.
I know.
And so it's like I have a different relationship with it versus like a stranger's.
You relate to your pussy like a stranger's pussy?
No. Like I relate to my pussy like it's my pussy, but like a stranger's pussy, I don't know how I'd be relating to it.
Right. If you would like.
Because there's all different kinds too, Allie.
I know.
I didn't know this.
There's all different kinds. They're
It's a vast
array. Snowflakes, as I was saying on a pod recently. They're like
boobs
snowflakes.
too, kind of though.
Oh yeah, boobs too.
Remember the first I went to like a topless pool in Vegas, and I was like, I didn't realize there was this many types of fucking boobs.
You keep putting yourself in very questionable. You're like, when I was at the strip club, when I was at that topless pool, when I was at that pussy buffet, I was a little confused. I don't know. I was just cleaning my friend's pussy out with my fingers, and I was like, do I like this? Yeah, no, the topless pool was confusing for me too.
Have you ever been to a topless pool?
I've never been to a topless pool.
The topless pool, it was weird. It was in Vegas. I was opening for a dude comic. He's like, let's go to the topless pool. We went up there. It was like the most disgusting people I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Every type of tit.
Of course.
Every type of tit. I was like, wow, I did not even know there's this many types.
I know. I remember the first time I had that awareness was when I was watching The Tudors. This was like an HBO show.
Yeah.
That was essentially pornography marketed as like a show about the king.
Right.
But it was like fucking raw footage of like porn. And I would watch it when I was like in high school and I was like, wow. I was like identifying the women based. I was like, is that the one with the purple nipples or the orange? I was like, wait, that's but yeah, it's true. They all look different. They really all do. They sit differently.
I'm like, most dicks just kind of look the same unless they're circumcised or uncircumcised.
Do they look? Do they look the same? Because I don't think they look the same.
You're actually kind of right.
Yeah, I don't think they look the same.
You're right. Maybe I was generalizing.
I mean,
all dicks look the same.
But they're like, I mean, I get it. They're all just like whatever.
They're all just there.
We're gay girls.
By the end of the podcast, I'm like, I am full lesbian.
Yeah, no, that's just how us gay girls feel about dick. They're all the same. They all blend together.
They all blend together.
They do. Yeah. NASA.
I
guess, not NASA. Kolbert. Fuck, did I fuck
Kolbert.
Kolbert.
We practiced, and then when we started, it just came out Bert.
It's okay.
I'm never going to live this down. You're doing an hour, I saw.
I'm doing an hour.
Yeah. At Lyric Hyperion.
Yes. When does this show come out?
Wednesday.
Oh,
when's your show?
Hot and fast turnaround, huh?
Yeah, we don't waste any time here on Shank. You record next day, it's hot out on the press.
Holy shit. Okay. Yes, Sunday, September 24th.
Okay.
At 9:30 p.m. You want to do a set?
Maybe, yeah.
That would be like,
yeah.
That would be fun to.
Yeah.
Is that beneath you to like do a feature set on my headlining show?
No, I would love to.
Oh no, because like you're like a good comedian. I don't want to like
no, of course
patronize you by
I would
being
love
like, would you do it?
to.
Okay,
what day
great.
is it? September
Sunday,
24th.
September 24th.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, great. You're booked.
Thank you.
It's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be so fun. So are you taping or just running it?
No, I'm just doing a show. I'm just running it.
Cool.
I'm just running it. I was like on the road a lot this summer, and then I don't know. I was just like, I don't know what happened that this show came together. It just did. So I'm running it.
You're running your hour.
Yeah, have you seen Dave? Rachel McAdams was in the finale.
Dave, I'm obsessed with Dave.
Mr. McAdams?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Did you watch?
Of course.
The
he lives
third
right by
season?
me.
No.
Welcome to Venice.
Whoa.
I know.
I'm about to be shopping on Abbot Kinney suddenly.
Yeah, you're a dyke. You start crying.
Sobbing. I'm like,
No, I'm obsessed with Dave. Isn't it like the best comedy on television?
it's the best comedy on television. And I
Yeah.
was like, who's one of the writers? He's one of the writers. I have to find out.
And I think he pulled like a showrunner from Curb.
That makes sense.
Isn't it like so? It's like Larry David, Woody Allen-esque meets like 2023.
Oh, it's so fucking good. But this season was my favorite.
This season was, Brad Pitt also.
When Brad Pitt was on it, I'm wet
shocked. For Brad Pitt.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're straight.
You
leave straight, I leave gay.
We switch.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
It's like a bizarre podcast episode, and then until we podcast again, we switch back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You leave in my like boots and dress. I leave in that.
Yeah. This is like lesbian janitor outfit. I find Brad Pitt to be just the most like exquisite specimen of a human being.
He's so hot.
He's fucking stunning, and I think I just want to like be him more so though.
You want to be Brad?
Yeah.
You identify as Brad.
Yeah, I want, because I just think I would get like, I could just really clean up if
you were Brad.
If I were Brad Pitt. Like, he's aging perfectly.
I know. He really is aging perfectly.
I like him. What is your favorite Brad Pitt hairstyle?
I don't know. I think I like the long. I kind of like it long.
Like on the right here? Or
I like this one.
Yeah. I'm a little bit more of a clean cut person.
You like Brad when he's a little more trim?
I like up there.
Oh,
Brad.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, he looks amazing.
God, he looks so good. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you when he was the perfect. Will you just do Brad Pitt US Open? And he was, I actually was like, no, that's not it. Fuck, where was he? He was at some tennis match recently. Not that one. Go down.
The bucket hat?
Go down. No. Go down. That with the clapping. Wimbledon.
Oh, yeah.
I identify as that man. I want to be him. I would get every surgery to look like him.
Every surgery?
I'm like Brad trans.
What if you started transitioning into like a Brad?
But just into Brad Pitt. Like, I can't pull off like an Elliot Page look. I just want to be.
An Elliot Page.
Because I would fully be Elliot Page if I transitioned.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't. I want to be
There's
him.
only one Elliot
There's only
Page.
one Elliot. I'm currently filling the Ellen Page role.
Yeah.
I like, like he went to Elliot and I just kind of assumed the Juno spot.
Yeah. That's true.
I know. I was like, okay, we're running low on aisle Juno. And then there's me. But I do.
They make a second Juno.
I know, with me.
Your cast.
Where I aborted the kid.
Plot twist.
Or I gave the kid up because I was like, I want to pursue my sexuality.
Somebody called Jason Reitman.
I know.
Immediately.
I'm almost done with this, but I just wanted to say that I love his bracelets.
I do like his bracelets.
And I love his ring. And that sort of jewelry on a man is doing something for me.
I love a man in jewelry.
Me too. us being even more gay. I love a man in a necklace and hoops.
Love a man in a necklace. An amulet on a man.
Yikes.
Take me, king.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rings.
So what is your type?
Men that have jewelry. Mm-hmm. Tattoos, normally. But I'm normally kind of old.
Bald, racist.
No, not bald.
Not hair. Long hair.
I like hair.
Long hair and jewelry.
Yeah.
I like you said bald and racist, and she's like, no, not bald. You know.
Oh, not racist.
And just long hair and just hating everyone. Yeah, it's long hair and jewelry.
I like old guys.
You really because of their money or their emotional maturity?
Their emotional maturity. I feel like I can have better conversations with them.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys that are my age, I'm like, ugh.
I don't like anyone my age.
You don't?
No, I only date older women.
You do? Plot twist.
Perfect. You do?
You do?
Yeah. I mean, not older.
Like
they're not old
what's
women.
the oldest?
I won't date someone younger than like 36.
Okay. That's not old.
No, but older than me.
Okay. How old are you?
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like an old woman.
I like grandmas. I like a mom. I love a mom.
You love a mom? Have you hooked up with any moms?
I've hooked up with moms.
Really?
Yeah.
Single moms or married moms?
You name it.
No.
I'll take a mom.
Tasted the mom rainbow?
Yeah, literally. I like moms. I like moms. They're sexy. It's like, God, you're so fucking hot and you like raise kids. It's just hot.
And they like make you breakfast and stuff.
They don't do that. They don't? No, because then they're like busy. They have like to like take care of their children.
Oh yeah. They have obligations.
They have obligations. Moms,
which is kind of hot, right?
Yeah, mom.
You're like,
I'm like, oh, well, what are you gonna do with your whole life?
yeah.
You know, and you want them to be obsessed with you, but they're like, I have children.
And I'm already obsessed with them.
They're like, I'm in love with my kids. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know, but I don't know. I just think also like moms are so like they're just no one is more powerful than a mom.
That's true.
Like who fucking loves harder, knows how to love, is more like committed, protective. Like
it's like the most feminine form you can be, mom.
It's peak femininity.
Yes. There you go.
You've
Peak
given
femininity.
life.
You've given life.
And now just let me worship you.
You've given life.
Yeah, you've
Would you want to be
life.
pregnant?
No, I would never want to be pregnant.
Why?
I'm just not. It's not. I'm the boy one.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be pregnant. I don't want to like the idea of like carrying a baby doesn't appeal to me.
It doesn't.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't even like. No, I can't. I like moms, but I don't want to be a mom.
Right. You don't.
No, I would be a stepmom.
You would?
Yeah, I would like crush at the stepmom game, but I couldn't like bring like, my own kid into the world because I feel like I don't want to be responsible for like my life is. I'm happy, but I have a lot of lows. I'm sad, I have pain, and I don't want to be responsible for someone else. Like kids, they don't consent to being born. They're kind of like spiritually raped. Like they don't give consent. It's like an ethical question. He's so confused. I'm just saying.
I understand what you're saying.
You don't choose to be here. Like two people fuck and then you're here and then you're stuck with pain. Like, is that ethical?
Yeah. Yeah, there are also good things to being alive, you know?
I mean, it also just,
Let's cut that part.
I feel like, this is the thing. I feel like before I'm a mom, I have to be able to afford therapy for myself and my kids.
Well, you have to do therapy. And the
Right.
kids have to be in therapy.
That's what I mean.
You're right.
I don't have a therapy budget for them.
Right. Well, then
I'm already tight on my therapy
so
budget.
you're dating old, but you're not dating rich enough.
Okay. Okay.
You got it because if there's really no point dating old if they're not rich.
Damn.
You're making a huge mistake
How do you know they're not rich?
because you're telling me you can't afford therapy.
Oh, well, I'm casually dating. I'm not like,
Lock them down if you need therapy. You know?
I need you to pay for my therapy.
Do you want to be a mom?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
So you feel totally fine about that crime you would be committing by putting the burden of life on another human being.
Yeah, totally.
So why do you want to be a mom? Tell me what it is.
I just want to. I'm really close with my mom. She's like one of my best friends.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay.
And
Check.
I just feel like I'm supposed to be a mom. Like I know that I'm supposed to do it. And I've known that since I was like a little kid.
Yeah, a
That I
lot of
wanna be a
women feel that way.
Yeah. And actually, I feel like my career's been getting in the way of it.
Getting in the way of you
Being a
living out your
mom.
purpose, essentially. Do you feel comedy or motherhood is more of like an purpose for
I
you?
feel comedy and motherhood, but I think that in order to do both well, I could only have one kid.
I get that.
I'm like, I can't have 2 kids and do comedy.
Right.
It's too much.
I get it.
Just one.
Yeah.
But then are they going to be weird?
Only children.
Are you an only child?
No. Look at me. I'm very well socialized.
Yeah. Of
Only
course. Sorry
chi-
for asking.
Only children. You're an
bad.
only child.
No, I'm not. I have a younger sister.
I'm 3. We have 3 girls.
Okay.
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Sometimes only children are cool, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, you fucking hung out with 2 40-year-olds for like a decade, and I can tell.
Yeah.
It's like you're 7 years old and you're just like hanging out with an accountant. It's like you're not gonna come out okay.
No, I know. And I feel like you're selfish.
But I understand what you're saying of like, if you're gonna have a kid, they have to have a partner in crime. They can't live with, I mean, you can do it, it's fine. I'm just putting myself in the position of like, I think it's better that they have someone else that they can kind of complain to about their
So
life.
you have to have 2 is what you're saying?
I mean, if I was gonna do it, I would have 2. But I'm not gonna do it.
You're not?
No, I'm not gonna do it. If I meet someone and my hope is that I'll meet someone and that they'll have kids.
Right.
And then I can just come in and because step parents have a terrible reputation. Everyone's like my stepmom sucks. And I'll
is
just
that
come
because
in.
of Disney?
Yeah, it's because of Disney,
Cinderella?
right, or something like that. And I'll just come in and I'll just be awesome. And then you'll get so much. So you'll be celebrated endlessly. You'll
be the hero.
I'll be a hero. They'll be like, stepmom's actually amazing.
That's a good way in.
Yeah. So that's kind of my plan.
But
right
then what
now.
if you have to deal with their other mom?
Oh, it's fine. I love moms.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What if you had to deal with somebody's ex-husband?
In what way?
Like you were the stepmom. It was like a hetero couple. They got divorced. You started dating the mom. Mm-hmm. And then you have to still have some interaction with her ex-husband because of the kids.
We're gonna be best friends.
Okay.
I'm one of the guys. I'm one of the guys. I'll be like,
Okay,
dude,
you're in.
you like that pussy? I'll be like, I don't have a problem with men. I love men. We get along. I mean, like all my best friends are guys.
Yeah.
So I'll probably get along really well with that guy. With the father of my children?
Yeah, with the father of your children. Do they call you like? What do they call you?
I don't know.
Stepmom. Stepmom's so formal.
I don't know
and
what they're
serious.
gonna call me.
Usually a
Al?
first name. Yeah, Al.
Yeah, Big Al.
Big Al's here.
No, I don't know. It's a great question. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out one day.
We'll find out one day. Well, so it's you and you have 3 siblings.
I have
Girls.
2 sisters, 2 younger
sisters.
sisters.
2 younger sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're the Kardashians.
You guys are the Kardashians.
The Jewish Kardashians.
Do they live in New York?
They both live in New York.
That's so cute.
I know. They live like 10 blocks from each other. Oh, not anymore. My other sister just moved. But yeah, they see each other all the time, and I miss them because they're like my best friends.
Oh, that's cute.
I know. It's like actually sweet.
Are you in therapy?
I've been in therapy since I was like in 4th grade.
It helps.
It helps.
How often do you go?
I go once a week.
You go once a week.
And I have an amazing therapist who's she's so brilliant.
Really?
She's changed my life. Her name's Karina Green. And
Catch me calling Karina after this.
the
sweetie.
things she says, like, she's so resourced and she's so wise. And I've been in a lot of therapy, and I feel like these are the most like impactful sessions I've ever had.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How did you find her?
I found her through someone I know that was seeing her and was just raving about her. And I had a therapist in New York. And then when I left New York, I was like Zooming, and I was like, I like to go to the office.
I have to go to the office. My therapist knows that about me because if I don't go to the office, I like bullshit him.
What?
I'll bullshit him on FaceTime.
Exactly.
I'll be like, yeah,
I'm like on Facebook on the other.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Are we done? And he's like, you need to come into the office.
Yes. There's something about like being in that space, and it's very confrontational. And
Oh, sometimes it's a little too confrontational.
I know, but I live for the heat. It's like it's like
live for the heat. Does your therapist call you out?
oh my God.
Same.
She's wildly interruptive. She'll be like, "Why are you smiling at that?" And like hold it on. She's not laughing at me. She'll fucking burn off the pieces of me that aren't working.
No.
Yeah. It's bad.
But do you ever leave being like, fuck her? And then the next time you're like, well, she was probably right.
I'll tell her in the session, I'm like, you're pissing me off right now. I
should start doing that to mine because he pissed me off last time.
Yeah.
And I didn't let him know. And I've been pissed off at him for a full month now.
You have to say it, otherwise you're not. You're getting your money's worth by whatever's coming up.
I gotta go in there next session and let him know what he did last session pissed me off.
Right, because it's not about him.
Listen, Dr. Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had one therapist who he used to smile when I would say things, and I would be like, "Why the fuck are you smiling right now?"
You would?
Yes.
Oh, you're confrontational with your therapist too.
That's literally the point of the space. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to keep this relationship like looking good. Like I'm trying to.
I am.
No.
I'm doing it wrong.
You're meant to use that
interaction.
Yeah, like have that dialogue get messy and like have shit come up and like move through it. That's the best time for you to have something in therapy happen.
Okay, I'm gonna let him know next session.
Yeah.
That what he did last session pissed me off.
Good, do it. And don't FaceTime
But my question is did it piss me off because I knew in some ways it was true?
Exactly. That's why you get to bring it up instead of, just sitting with it on your own. What's the point of that?
I've been sitting on it for weeks.
What did he do?
He told me that I was he told me I was immature. I need to grow up. And I said, I have grown up, especially since the time that I've been seeing you in the last 4 years. I feel like I've made a a lot of improvements. However, I don't necessarily know. The thing that keeps coming up for me is I want to have kids and a family, but then I get into these relationships that aren't conducive for that necessarily.
Yeah.
Where it's and then my career, and then I get distracted, and I'm like, do I want this? I want to be a mom, but I'm scared of the commitment of the next level.
So, he said you're not emotionally mature, and to prove to him that you were emotionally mature, you iced him out and held a grudge for a month.
No, yeah.
To kind of signal, what the fuck are you talking about? Can't you see how evolved I am?
Yes,
I'm gonna shut down and withdraw.
Oh shit!
Right? No, it sounds like you're
very mature.
You have made progress. I get it though, by the way, because it's that gap between the thing you want and then like the
How to get
logistics
there.
of really holding that, it's really terrifying.
It's really like the thought of, and also just like as a woman, like being pregnant and then doing stand up does not appeal to me.
Well, look at all of the amazing female comedians that are pregnant and
I know.
like killing it right now.
I know.
Like fucking Ali Wong
Ali Wong was the
blew the
first.
fucking roof off that.
Yeah.
You know, and who else did we just see did a pregnant? Schumer.
Whitney's pregnant.
Whitney's pregnant.
Rosebud Baker is out there.
Rosebud Baker's pregnant.
You know, so you can definitely.
It's more
do that.
like finding the right partner to be pregnant with.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's like, that shit's intense.
Yeah.
Like someone that I trust enough to watch my vagina get tore up.
Yeah.
That's a big choice. And like possibly me shit myself.
Yeah, I get it. You want to find that person. You want to find that person. But you first have to be that person yourself.
Yeah, okay. Shit.
I'm sorry.
This is turning into therapy.
I know. It was all fun and
I
games.
liked when we were looking at Brad Pitt's accessories. Can we go back?
I know. Let's go. You know what? Brad Pitt has a tattoo that I love, and you can't see it in this photo, but we're gonna pull it up for you guys.
What limb is it on?
It's his arm tattoo, and it's this like long line here, and here, do this photo of him holding up his hands like it's a camera on the left.
That one.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, I just love it. So it's Angelina, and then he has all the kids' initials. And I don't know, the placement is just so sexy to me. I mean, if it's a cross, I'm a little bit put off, but I just like it.
I kind of like a cross, like a disrespectful cross, like
burn the flag?
Yeah, like a guy that has like a tooth gem with a cross, or like a necklace with a cross.
Right. It's such a defiling of that like
yeah,
religious imagery.
Yeah, I like getting fucked by someone wearing a cross.
It's like a cross on a condom.
Yeah.
It's like, for Jesus, come on, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any tattoos?
I do have tattoos. But so I have, they're fading. This is like a dumb tattoo that I
What is
shouldn't have
that one?
gotten. It's like a lightning bolt.
Oh,
And
I have a
then-
lightning bolt on my tooth.
So actually, you do?
Yeah, it's a tooth gem.
Oh, I thought you had food in your teeth the whole time.
No. Did you really?
100%.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not me thinking I'm pulling off a look.
You're like,
but-
oh, it's a lightning bolt. I'm like, that's salad.
no.
I actually got all these tattoos from this place where they're supposed to go away in 3 weeks or 3 years. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's like that ink that like dissolves because I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to commit to any of this. And then I have like my ex's name and like it's like fading.
It's
I'm like,
dissolving.
I'm like, good thing it's dissolving. But I kind of like. I wish I did everything permanently because I kind of like the idea of like being older and having all the names of these like women that I loved.
Like a memorial.
Yeah, I don't know. I just love it. It's like some like human yearbook.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, have a great life, hags.
no.
I don't know why.
Keep
It's
in
like-
touch.
There's something sexy about like loving hard and getting like the I
There
have
is
a
something
tattoo gun.
sexy about like someone putting your name on them.
Yeah, I've tattooed mine on my ex's ass.
You did?
Yeah.
A real tattoo?
Yeah.
So it's still there.
I mean, I haven't seen her in years, but yeah, I think it's there.
What if she got a cover up? Would that hurt?
No, but first of all, I'll never know. But also, I think she feels how I feel about tattoos, where it's like, it doesn't need to be, it's hot to have lived.
Yeah.
You know?
But do you feel that way? Because yours are fading.
No, I want to get real ink.
You do.
I do. I'm like kind of ready.
You're ready.
So I bought a tattoo gun.
What?
I know. No, I'm like going through a crisis.
What do you mean you bought a tattoo gun?
I like bought a tattoo gun. I've been like tattooing like pumpkins.
No.
Yeah, seriously.
You've
'cause
been practicing on pumpkins?
on like watermelon and stuff.
Are you good?
No, I'm not that good, but
What's the hope here?
I just want to be able to like give myself and my friends fun little tattoos.
Okay, so what have you put
Do you want one?
Yeah, but what have you put on the pumpkin?
Yeah, I got my first customer
I
right
gotta
here.
see with
Oh
the
my God.
pumpkins first.
No, I'll give you like a dot.
It's not fun though.
It is fun because it's like the memory of like, oh my God, like
Allie tatted this dot on me.
you know,
Okay,
it'll be
okay.
cool. Like, I think it's just a fun thing.
Okay, but like, what's your like? Are you hygienic about this?
I
Because
have
like the
AIDS.
thought of. Okay, I'm in. I'll be there. The thought of just like going to someone's house and having them tattoo me, like the Jew in me is like,
No, obviously not. I would much rather be at like a topless pool or at a strip club or one of these other really sanitized, highly clean spaces.
A comedy club.
A comedy club. I don't know what you're talking about. I get what you're. Obviously, I need to like sterilize the needles, but the needles they're disposable. You have a pack.
You're saying it so casually. I don't like how casually like you're taking tattooing.
I know.
It makes me not want one from you.
Oh my god! I have to like play hard to
I've been
get.
practicing on these pumpkins.
No,
Like,
okay.
have you done any on any humans besides your ex?
No.
I'm
your
gonna
ex's
ex's ass.
my ex's ass, but I didn't do that one to her. I wrote my handwriting, and
somebody
someone
else
did it.
did it.
Someone did it. It was my handwriting though.
Okay, so you haven't tattooed on an actual.
No, I'm not
physical
ready.
human.
That's the Jew in me. I'm not like I'm too scared. So that's why I'm kind of came here today.
To see if I
have my tattoo gun in my.
No, you don't.
No, if I did, would you let me?
If it was,
It
just
would be
a
the best
dot,
podcast episode
If
ever.
it was just a dot.
If it was. I can't.
If it was just a dot, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to this podcast,
And you're gonna.
and I'm gonna give you a dot.
You are.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be sanitary?
Yeah, you're gonna watch me open it from the thing, and you'll give me a dot,
Okay.
Oh wow.
Do you want a dot?
and we'll give you a dot.
I'll take it if you're dotting. I'll
We're
be
all
dotting.
do dots,
We're
Okay.
all dotting.
but it
Yeah.
has. But here's the twist:
What?
it has to be a face dot.
No, not a face
Whoa,
dot.
now we're stretching.
Not a face dot.
That's a
too
trick.
far.
She's trying to
That's
trick
too
us.
far.
No, no. Could you imagine? Just like
Just one,
one freckle.
one face dot.
So bad.
You know what I don't like when people do that Monroe piercing?
Who does that anymore?
Trashy bitches.
Yeah. Wait, did you say you have tattoos? I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If the,
Is that meant to symbolize a butterfly?
Yeah, this is. Yes, it is. No, I got a really ugly tattoo at Skankfest, so I had to cover it up.
What did you get?
I got an 818 tattoo for Brody Stevens. 'cause
Okay.
we were really close, but it looks so bad. Mm-hmm. And I tried to get lasered off. I went to like 2 sessions. It wouldn't come off.
There's something really funny about getting a tattoo for a friend you've lost and covering it up.
Because it was so bad.
No, I know. It's just
It
like
was
so perfect for comedy.
So funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I just imagine like getting to heaven and him being, if I make it, and him being like, so you covered it up.
Right.
Like
and
first thing.
what's the other one?
A B and a heart.
Meaning?
My podcast, This Bitch with Kim Congdon, we call everyone Hanes. Mm-hmm. Bzz, bzz, bzz. The hive is alive. So we all got, so Kim and I got bees, and I got a heart for my mom. And then I have a bow on the back of my neck that I got when I was 25 at a street fair. After
Sanitary.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You're like the girl in Bridesmaids, Rebel Wilson. And she's like, well, it did a tattoo on my back. It's a Mexican drinking one. I got a tattoo at a street fair.
yeah, but I care about sanitation. And then I have a teapot on my side.
Okay, meaning?
Nothing. Most of the ones I get are cute.
Yeah, I get that.
A bow, a teapot, a bee, a heart, butterflies.
Yeah, yeah. They're like flash tats, kind of
Yeah.
the vibe.
But this is the thing that's fucked up. You start doing it and then you start seeing, you're like, I got a lot of space here.
Oh, I know.
Suddenly you're like one of these people and you're like, oh, it's also bare.
Oh, you get
It's like,
addicted.
I gotta do, yeah, it's like I painted the walls, but I haven't gotten new furniture. It's like that.
Oh, God. That's awful. It's like you do one thing and you're like, let's fix the molding.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
It
And
doesn't stop.
That's why I knew I have a very addictive personality. That's not true. In some ways I do. But I knew if I got tattoos that weren't going to disappear, that I would then start doing that. I would like tattoo everything. And also I like,
Well, you bought the gun. So are you planning on doing some on yourself?
I'm not in a good place right now. But but I'm like wondering, like, I really like I like images, but I'm also like, I'm very drawn to like words and language. And like
Yes.
there's like things I like that I read that I like, and I'm like, I can't just like, I don't want to like tattoo like a line of like a Rumi poem. And I'm like, I guess I could just like it and not have it on my body, and like that can be enough.
It depends on what the line is.
You know?
You know what I mean?
I know.
It's got to be a good one.
I know, like, you don't have words on you though. Are you ever drawn to like put like
When
lyrics?
I was in high school, I wanted to put, and I'm so glad I fucking didn't.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did it. I wanted to put serenity on my neck.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Tell me your damage without telling me your damage.
Serenity on
Like
your
in
neck.
high school. In high school. Yeah, I was like, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm getting serenity on my neck. That was the only
The
word.
word serenity on your neck is like going to church in a 7-Eleven.
Oh my God.
I can't even see it.
It's like so, it's just the whiplash of
Tell
like,
me you're not serene.
what was going on?
I just felt like very angsty in high school. I went to an all-girls school, and it was strict. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
That's what happens.
wild. I was like, I need to, do all the bad things.
Was it uniformed?
Yeah.
They like literally, this is what happens when you try and like control and limit women. They're like, wear a dress. You're like, I'm getting a face tattoo.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
It's bad. It's like overprotective parents raise the best liars.
That's true. Were you wild as a teen?
No, I wasn't so wild. I just
Do you drink?
I drink when I'm like dating because
Like going on a date
yeah,
to take the edge off?
to take the edge off when you're meeting a new person. Like I feel that I drink in that space, but generally I'm not a big drinker. Like if I'm in a relationship, I don't go out like drinking. It's not my thing. I smoke
Right.
pot, which I like, and
Pot's
that's
the
it.
best.
You know, are you a drinker?
Not really. I drink when I go to Texas. I drink because everyone drinks.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't really drink before I go on stage because I feel like that makes my set sloppy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not someone, and a lot of times I live far from the clubs, so I don't really drink because then I have to drive. I smoke.
Yeah.
I
and
love
you can
weed.
drive and smoke.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't do that.
You can't.
No, I'm like, I got into the habit of smoking for a minute. I was smoking before I went on stage.
Oh, I can't do that.
And then I was like, oh, this is not fair to the audience.
Well, like
Like I would lose.
my timing is off.
Yeah. And I was like not connected with them. Like if I'm not really present and connected with them, I'm not giving them a good show, obviously.
Yeah. Well, have you ever had a really bad set when you were high?
I'm just remembering, I've had a few, there's just like 2 or 3 sets where I just remember vividly being like, I was so high during that set. And like, I think they thought it was funny, but I felt like I was doing them a disservice. And then I was like, I'm never going to do this again.
Yeah, I've had that before.
You
Where
know?
you're like, I feel like I did something wrong.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go on stage again and undo what I just did.
I know. And like, I lose my train of thought and like, I'm fucking up the words, like the verbiage of all my jokes.
Or you say it in a different order than you normally
And
say
it fucks me up, or I'll like tip off the punchline and I'm like, what's wrong with me?
I mean, one time I was so high. This is the last time I went on stage high. I did the same joke twice.
Oh, that's like a fear of mine. I've had that fear happen when I was high.
I was like, wait, did I already do this? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, no.
That's really
Anything but
uncomfortable.
that.
That's uncomfortable.
Anything but the toothbrush joke twice, sweetie. Please, no.
That's bad.
I know. So that's why I can't smoke weed.
I know. I've been on stage high and going, oh, should I say that? And then I'm like, fuck, did I say
say
it?
that?
But I wouldn't want to ask them.
I asked them.
That's smart.
Well, when I was saying the joke a second time and the reactions weren't the same that I was used to, I said, did I already tell this joke? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck.
They're so polite. They're just watching.
They're
it.
just watching, not saying anything, because what are they going to say?
Right. Sometimes I have fun sets when I drink, though.
When you drink?
Like if I have like one drink, I'm not going on stage drunk.
I feel like I get like kind of slurry
Oh,
from one drink.
from just one.
I'm kind of a lightweight.
I'm a lightweight too, but if I have like half a drink,
What are you going to have, like half of a Pinot Grigio and then go on stage?
I just do like a little tequila.
Tequila is a good way in.
Yeah. I'll just like sip a little tequila. Sometimes I feel like if you're like, for the club sets, like these 10-minute, 15-minute sets, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I don't need to do anything. But if I'm going to be up there for a while and like I want to like sink into it more, sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like it helps to take the edge off.
Really? Like if you're going to do an hour, you'll have a little tequila.
Like if I have like a tequila on stage with me, sometimes it feels good.
Listen, I'm open to that.
I don't- just a
tequila.
little-
just because you know it's there, just in case.
Yeah, and also just I don't know. It's like, but I have to be careful because sometimes it's a messy game. You're not really. I shouldn't be fucked up at work. You know,
Yeah, but when you write, are you high?
I write sober and I write high, but I love some of the stuff I write high.
Some of the stuff I write high is so much better.
Yeah, it's just fun how like free my mind feels during certain highs. But I've been trying to take a break from
Weed.
Yeah.
Did it betray you?
It didn't betray me. I went through a breakup and I noticed how I was going to weed just to like numb out, which to a certain extent, like if you don't want to feel everything, like it's pretty great.
Yeah.
But then also I was like, I want to like not rely on this. I want to move through this. So I still smoke, obviously, but
So the breakup made you get the tattoo gun? Or did the tattoo gun come before the breakup?
the tattoo gun was in the cart before the breakup. But I think the purchase happened probably mid breakup.
That is such a breakup purchase.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get into some hobbies now. I'm going to tattoo people. Yeah, it's fine.
I know. Breakups are gnarly.
How much is a tattoo gun?
Like, I don't even want to tell you because you're going to think it's cheap and not safe.
What? How much?
No, it's probably like $75.
Yeah, but it does make me feel like it's cheap and not safe.
No, but there was
I wanted
another
you to drop some coin, okay? Let me be honest. If you were going to be like, it was $1,000, I'd be like, put the dot on me right now.
I know, but there's another tattoo gun. There's like all these tattoo guns on Amazon that are like $30.
I don't trust Jeff Bezos sending you a tattoo gun.
Let's see.
See, you paid way below the average
No,
price.
because I'm not getting like.
Maybe you got a good deal.
I'm not getting
It was
a gun.
used.
I'm
Plot
not
twist.
getting a gun like this.
What is
Scroll
yours?
down.
A certain model? Okay.
Like it's more so like that guy.
Like that.
This one right here?
Like exactly like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like that thing.
Does it come with those silly gloves?
Yeah, comes
Sweet.
with the gloves.
Okay, that makes me
Nice.
feel safer.
Yeah.
So it's an individual thing like that. It's not one of those bigger guns that look like they like when we scrolled up like that.
Yeah.
Do you have different color ink like that?
I just have black.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck around with color.
Colors. Yeah.
Like it's not like
That's
my vibe.
another level.
Like I'm like more of like a Serenity on my neck vibe
That's Serenity on my neck.
right now.
Oh,
You
no.
know,
I want to see the pumpkins.
I'll send you a picture.
Okay, send me a picture and we'll put it in the episode.
Okay, great.
What have you drawn on them?
I write things on them.
Like what? Pain. You go to Allie's pumpkins.
Someone just walks into my house. They're like, "Did this person go through a breakup?"
Oh my god.
I just am drawing. It's fun.
But do you have a journal?
Of course,
Oh, I didn't know. Do you journal regularly?
I journal every day.
You do. Mm-hmm. Does that help?
I'll do anything for my mental health.
That's good.
I journal. Mm-hmm. These are things I do every day.
Okay.
I journal.
Okay.
I meditate.
Okay.
Movement of any kind.
That's good. That's the most important.
And then I
think.
dry brush, red light sauna. No, I'm joking. It's going to
No. I was on board. I was like,
But
okay.
I absolutely
Sound
meditate.
bath?
Meditate, movement, journal.
I do meditation and movement. The journal thing I go through phases on, but everyone tells me that it's so good the more you do it.
Yeah. Sometimes I fall off, but I'll go back on.
Well, it also helps you process things probably. Like,
Yes. I mean, you're a writer, you're a comedian. Like to put it in words is really helpful for me.
I put a lot, you know what I do? This is kooky.
Oh God.
I write love letters and then I don't send them.
To who?
To men.
I do that too.
You do?
Yeah, I write love letters all the time.
And you don't send them?
I write about women all the time.
You write about, and then it feels like cathartic.
It feels, yeah, I'm just like, the way she, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, okay, great.
And then you're like, oh. All right,
And I go
let's
tattoo it on
have
a
a
pumpkin.
steak.
Yeah, but writing is helpful.
What about psychedelics? Have you done any?
Yeah.
Which
Oh my
ones?
God. Mushrooms.
Mushrooms are good.
But I'm having an ayahuasca experience. Upcoming.
You are? Mm-hmm. When?
Mama Aya's calling.
Mom, and you answered.
And she's been ringing. I've been sending her to voicemail. I'm going to do it before the end of the year.
Where?
I'm deciding. There's two
Are
places
you going
I
to
can
go
do
to
it.
Peru?
I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'd rather just do it in like a garage in Silver Lake. For the true experience.
On a beanbag. I'm actually going to be doing it Aya on a beanbag.
Aya on a bag.
in Echo Park.
Yeah. It's an amazing shaman. He's the cousin of someone from Peru. And everybody goes to him. Neil Brennan goes to him.
Neil Brennan does do a lot of ayahuasca.
That's just like everyone always is like, you should go to my person. Neil Brennan goes to that.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, he seems like he's doing great. I was joking. Serious. But
So funny.
I'm down for, I just have to feel it out. I don't want to I don't like to share like I want to be in my own room though.
I don't want to be with like a bunch of people binging and purging out their traumas.
I don't mind being in a space with other people, but I don't want to be like in a sleeping bag in a garage and I'm sleeping next to a stranger who's processing what happened to her and she's taking up my
touched.
space.
Yeah, no.
I need it can be collaborative, but I also want my own space.
Okay.
And that's the story of my life, kind of.
Collaborative, but I need my own space.
Like, I don't share, rooms. Like, if, someone's like, can we share a room at the thing? I'm like, we can't share a room at the thing. I would pay money to not share a room at the thing. I'll always...
Dude, sharing a room...
No. I'll never do it.
...is brutal.
Unless we're fucking. Get out of my bedroom.
It's too much.
No one should be in my bedroom. Honestly, even if we're fucking, you should get the fuck out of my bedroom.
Get your own room.
Get your own room. Get your own house. Why are we sharing a room?
Have you ever lived with someone?
Of course.
How'd that go?
We broke up.
For how long?
We were engaged. I was engaged.
You were?
Yeah, I was engaged for 3 years. We were together. We lived together. I'm still in the house. I'm moving now.
Yeah, you gotta move. You gotta get out of the house. Take
know.
the pumpkins, take the gun, and hit the road, Allie. What else can I say?
Pack up my car. I know I'm getting out.
Yeah, you gotta get out. You
I
can't
know.
be in the space.
Listen, it's like
You gotta sage it. Have you saged it?
I've saged it. I'm gonna sage it again. Honestly, you
You should hit it again.
I'm gonna
hit
hit
it
it
again
again
with some sage. Maybe get some Palo Santo too.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that tonight.
Okay. And then you're gonna send a picture of the
I'm gonna send a picture of the pumpkin.
Okay.
I threw out one of them, so I have another one at home though that I'll do for the show. I'll tattoo the name of the show.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah!
I'm so excited. Well, that's our episode.
Oh my god, it was
So fast. Yeah.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too. Where can people find you?
I'm at Ali Kolbert
Kolbert.
on everything. Kolbert with a K, ALI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll link to that. And then your show's on September
24th. We're both at the Lyric.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll
Come
be there.
out.
Come
Support
say hi.
live comedy.
We'll bring the gun.
We'll bring the gun.
Oh, man.
We'll tattoo the audience.
Donations
How many people will go for that? I bet you a lot of people.
at the Lyric. Everyone.
What does that mean about the Lyric?
I feel like people who go to the Lyric
Are down.
Are down to clown.
to just give up skin real estate. You're
Yeah,
right.
they're
Okay.
like a free tattoo. Yeah, why not?
Right. Okay.
You should be like the first 10 guests get free dots. Sterilized hygienic dots.
Damn.
Done.
That's our episode. Thank you guys.